Hello, first grade students and parents and guardians of first grade students. Sorry to bombard you with another video, but I just wanted to offer some suggestions. If you want to use them, you don't want to use them. Hey, that's all. That's all good. For those of you that want to make your own answer sheet for our Friday check-in, I like to call them check-ins. As I mentioned before in some posts I made you. I didn't have a printer, so we were doing everything by hand as well. And where we are in math right now, just some formats are a little different. So I try to come up with the an okay way for you to be able to look on your computer or tablet or phone at the assessment that I sent, and then be able just to write your answer on a regular piece of paper. I wrote my stuff very big for two reasons. One, making sure that you'll be able to see this as you're viewing it. And two, let's face it, my handwriting is terrible and it's big anyway. Anyone that is in my class or has ever had students in my class knows that. But did my best. It's really, really, really ugly. Um, and so don't be freaked out when I do three different pages because I wrote extra big. So I had to do it on three separate pages, but fit it however you would like to fit it. If you haven't looked at the check-in that I attached the last message I sent, you might want to do that first, or if you want to just go back and forth. So you'll notice on the assessment, I had to break it down into parts: Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part D, because it didn't just let me number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, then back to 1 and 2. So broke it up into parts on the check-in. And on Part A, when you look at the assessment, you'll see some pictures. And then all you got to do is look at those pictures and then fill out the number bonds for Part A, 1, 2, 3, and 4. In one of the parts, put what you get counting by tens, and one of the parts, put what you have for your ones, and then total it for your whole. All right, so there's Part A. If you hear me clicking, that is just me looking at the actual assessment. All right, so Part B only has 2 questions. And I should probably be filming this differently, but I am so new to all this, folks. So Part B, when you look at the actual assessment, again, I'll have some pictures, and it will want you to write how many 10s you see, how many 1s there are, and then if you broke those 10s up, how many 1s would you have all together? So that's Part B, 1 and 2. You guys are going to be so sick of my voice, like, so soon, and I'm so sorry. All right, so Part C, I really had to mess around with quite a bit because there's a lot there. And Part C, for those of you that are making your own answer sheet, you don't have to do the number bond part. You'll notice there's a number bond in Part C. You do not have to do the number bond part if you don't want to. If you want to and have room, go ahead. That's awesome, but it's not mandatory. Again, you'll make yours so much neater than mine. So on Part C, for 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's just a little bit more than, and number 3 is a straight up addition problem. All right, so I want to focus in on number 4. So number 4, these are 10s and 1s, quick 10s, and then 1s, and they go with this over here. So you need to complete this number sentence with what's given over here. You can obviously tell that a certain part of this picture has already been filled out over here. Hint, hint. Then just fill out the other part and then tell me the whole. All right, so Part D, there are 4 questions. I was only able to fit 2 on this side again because I tried to write extra big and my handwriting is awful. The, first graders definitely have better handwriting than me. I put an emphasis on handwriting because mine is so bad. I miss my computer and my smartboard. All right, so part D, for 1 and 2, it says draw 1 more or 10 more. So here I'll give you a sentence. So here's 1 more than 24 equals. And so you'll do what it says up here. Draw what it tells you to draw. Here, 10 more than 24 equals. And you can draw what you need to draw up here to match it. And we are still on part C, but now we're just on the final 2 questions. This time you'll cross off to show 1 less or 10 less. So number 3 is 10 less than 30. You can tell I had a little, can't say typo, but miswrote there. And then here on number 4, it says 1 less than 30 is. Now, if we were actually in school, I would do a side lesson about how a 10 can be broken back into 10 ones. I will get into that next week. Just this week, I did not want to go on that. I will get on that. So parents, if you're wondering why I just didn't say, hey, you could have done the 3 10s and then cross off and turn into ones. We haven't covered that a ton yet. Very, very basic. So feel free to watch this again. I'm so sorry about my voice. If you need to, again, take time, get a picture of your work to your teacher by Monday or Tuesday. If something comes up, guys, we're not going to come to your house and beg to see a picture. Any questions, message me. But thank you guys all so much for your support so far. This first week has been hectic, but I've been seeing some good stuff from kids. So thank you so much. Enjoy this yellow folder you're looking at, and talk to you guys soon.